Y'all wanna fucking my kids? Sit you going but you got a whole weapon.
You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday.
I feel free! Back off!
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
This is a white female chasing black children on a playground with a knife. She's an adult, they are children. She has a weapon, she's chasing them, calling them the N-word, and saying that they are the ones who are wrong. Fort Wayne police said that no charges were originally filed against Rowling because she and the children's parents decided to handle things by themselves. But the local change makers of Fort Wayne, a local advocacy group, spread the video online, urged the public to contact local officials and demand action. Let's put a face up, yeah. She's been charged with 2 felonies, and here's more.
You sound fucking dumb as you don't You went up! Guys, stay away from now! What's up? What's the Get your bitch out from the car. I got it.
He called me an N-word though.
Because you're being one. An ignorant person doesn't mean you're black.
But you can't say it. You can't say it.
I can say whatever I want. It's freedom of speech.
Has she saying the N-word?
Stop.
He called me
Beat up 3 of my kids.
2 of your kids. Who the 3?
No, they almost
McKenna?
did.
Girl?
Did.
I don't hate girls. I hate.
No, they almost did.
It doesn't matter.
Go to jail, they stopped.
My kids weren't fucking with you.
He called me the B-word 4 times.
He did.
deserved it. He kept doing me
Exactly, he
something.
deserved it. And then that's
Okay, I apologize. You need to watch your fucking mouth.
Like I said.
You sitting there telling me that they're starting.
They is. They all started this.
No, see, you got me. Get the fuck in the car.
Redneck logic is a hell of a drug. So she runs after children, black children at a playground with a knife because her young white child said these black kids were picking on me. And as she is committing multiple felonies in front of her child, she's calling the black kids the N-word and other things as well. She learns from the black children she was trying to kill that it was actually her son who used words that were not appropriate to the black children. And then she turns on her own son and says, shame on you for using that kind of language. You taught him this, Karen. You taught him to handle conflict in this way. And here's the other thing. He knew you were crazy as hell. That's why he told you the story he told you, because he knew you hated black people. So he told you the story that would make you get in your damn car, get a knife from your house, and chase black children on the playground and call them the N-word because he already knew the kind of evil that lives inside of you. He played you, he manipulated you because your own evil betrayed you. He knows who you are. That's why he did it. That's why he manipulated his mother. Francesca?
You shouldn't be using that effing kind of language. I mean, come on, like, lady, who do you think he learned this from? This is out of your mouth. You just wielded a knife at a bunch of children. Like, you're absolutely right. I mean, it is so sad because you see the ways that, like an emboldened racism is intersecting with someone who's clearly unstable, which again is not an excuse, but it's just like the superiority and the supposed racial superiority that she clearly feels going after children, right, is also intersecting with her terrible parenting, her like clear lack of a grasp on, I don't know, reality. Why are you chasing these kids around? And every time you see these videos, they're funny, they're bizarre. It's like rubbernecking, you see someone at their sort of worst, which you're like, wow, I didn't know you had that in you. But for me, they always come back to, if the shoe was on the other foot, if it were black, a black mother and a child going after 3 white kids, if it were, just black women consistently doing this, or black men, how many of them would have survived it? How many of them would this end in a police officer shooting them dead, right? I don't think the police are the answer at all, but it's just incredible the way we see this hypocrisy play out, where you say, man, like they're emboldened because there are literally no consequences for what they're doing. And it's, once again, you just need to watch enough of these videos to be like, oh yeah, white privilege 101, here we go. Is this critical race theory? Do we need to cancel these videos? Like, is that what that is?
Yeah, and here's the other part of the privilege that this woman did actually benefit from initially. The police department, Fort Wayne Police, said, we're not going to arrest anyone. We're not going to seek an arrest warrant, even though they saw the video, right? Mm-hmm. Because according to them, the parents decided to handle things by themselves. Now, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that just because 2 people decide to work something out, they all of a sudden are immune from felony prosecution? I've never heard of this before. If you are committing a felony against children, I don't think law enforcement should be able to just look away because you said you're gonna talk things out. Where in the hell does that happen? If it had not been for Change Makers, the organization, who pushed the issue, pushed the agenda, this woman would have gotten away with criminal acts against these children. And it sends a horrible message to these little ones. When people, especially white people in society who are racist against them, are able to get away with doing it. Yeah. At least now they learn that there may be a symbol of justice at some point in the narrative of the criminal justice system.